Yesterday, I brought you the news of President Donald Trump's tour of the Middle East and played a bit of his Drive Them Out speech. Well, folks, as if to put an exclamation point on what the president was saying, right on cue comes the next vicious, senseless, violent Islamic act of war in England, and in an all-new low of lows, the target was little girls. Islamic pig Salman Abedi made his way to a staircase in the Manchester Arena as an Ariana Grande concert was winding up. As her teeny bopper audience was filing out, the coward blew himself up, murdering 22 and injuring another 50. The Islamic State proudly took responsibility for the attack, saying in a statement, quote, "With Allah's grace and support, a soldier of the Caliphate managed to place explosive devices in the midst of the gatherings of the Crusaders in the British city of Manchester," unquote. Now, it's hard to imagine such stupidity, but there are still people in Europe who don't get it. German Chancellor Angela Merkel is a living, breathing case study of a leftist incapable of learning from her own immense failure run amok. She had the nerve to lecture Great Britain on who they allow and refuse to allow into their own country, saying, quote, "If the British government ends the free movement of people, that will have its price," unquote. Most of Europe is an absolute mess, thanks to unchecked Islamic invasion, and the problem is the worst where foolish leftists like Merkel are bringing them in. Poland and Hungary are also being lectured by the European Union for keeping out the Islamic scourge. Brussels put out a deadline of June of this year for them to start taking refugees. Poland's interior minister, whose name I dare not attempt to pronounce, said, quote, "The security of Poland and the Poles is at risk. Remember that the now very numerous Muslim communities in Western European countries started out as relatively small numbers," unquote. He went on to point out all of the Islamic attacks of Western European countries, calling them an unfortunate new fact of life, and said it would be better to accept EU sanctions than to take in Islamic migrants. He also called on the Western nations to rethink taking in the migrants. He said the situation will only get worse, and he's right. Not only are these migrants risking their lives to cross the Mediterranean, but others who would go to Europe will not because of these migrants. I keep asking this question. Maybe one of you liberals out there can answer it. What is it going to take for you to realize we are at war?
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and donate at theraywarnershow.com.